Live. There you go.
Hello and welcome to the Montgomery County Senior All-Star Game, where we recognize our seniors from Montgomery County for their amazing performance this year. First, we are going to announce the Northwest team, which is the away jerseys. From Poolesville, Emmanuel Chukwara. From Poolesville, Jordan Smith. From Northwest High School, Jalen Utara.
There you go.
From Damascus, Jaden Thompson.
Oh, true.
From Seneca Valley, Ian Bewley. From Walter Johnson, Christian Walker. From PCC, Tim Bird. From Whitman, Bobby Zedek. From Whitman, Will Shapiro. And from Wooten, Chase Mitchell. The head coach is the Poolesville High School coach, BJ the Buchanani. And now the team from Southeast, and it's the home team. From Rockville, Ben Scholes. From Churchill, Ahmad Hassan. From Blair, Bakar Abu. From Wheaton, Dante Payne. From Kennedy, Michael Wright. Also from Kennedy, Bryce Freeman. From Richard Montgomery High School, Boogie Vaughn Cooper. From Blake, Christian Kennard. From Blake, Taj Martin.
I'm reading books now.
From Magruder, Jonah Wortley. And your coaches from Blake, Brandon Howell.
Here we go. Let's see. Do you want to start?
Yeah, let's do it.
Welcome to the Montgomery County Senior All-Star Game. Noah Bland and CJ Jenkins. CJ, you have seen nearly every one of these players. You have played, you've coached these players. You've coached against these players. You've been a strategy master against these players. And now you're just kind of somebody who admires their talent. You know all these rosters. Tell me, who do we watch and what is so special about today?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Defensive Player of the Year, Emmanuel Chukwara from Poolesville. Had an outstanding season for the Falcons in Poolesville under Coach BJ Dubashani, who was also Coach of the Year this year. I'm a little biased. I love Jalen Watara and Ian Bully, both the guys that I've coached before. And then on the opposite side, Mike Wright from Kennedy, and of course the state champion Blake Bengals, who are out there, Taj Martin, Christian Kennard, and Christian Kennard. So I'm looking forward to seeing those guys in action here.
So now here we go, brought back up by the Wooten Man, and Shapiro's on it. I watched Shapiro a lot this year. I watched him in that Churchill game, going up for 2 and scoring the first point. And that was great.
And that was big man Ian Bully, who did a great job against Meade in the playoffs in the state semifinals this year.
He's got a big frame. I like the he takes up a lot of space, especially in the MCPS game. As we get an inbound here, they're credited. I like a lot about this kind of the way Montgomery County is set up, the public school set up, because these players, that they're playing to win, they're playing hard on everything, and even in these all-star games. I mean, it means something going up for 2 and the game is tied.
No, which is something that we need as well. These guys are hunting college jobs. Guys are looking for their, not a lot of guys are going to come out and play Division I right out the gate here, but Division II, Division III, got plenty of coaches in the building today, and who have been talking about coming through and watching the live stream. So, these guys and their competitive nature, we love to see it, especially in these all-star type formats.
And also, you got guys like Boogie who has the ball right now. Some of these guys put up numbers. He's the RM's leading scorer as Blake's number 1 cashes in.
Christian Kennard for 3.
Christian Carr.
Over 1,500 points for Boogie throughout his career. So definitely a guy filling up. And like you said, Richard Montgomery's now newest all-time leading scorer. So
Going back in as it was turned underneath and blocked. He's not on the wing. He's not on. Oh, okay. Oh, I was looking for. Okay. Good inbound pass to Ian Bully. Or no, not Bully.
Mike Wright.
Mike
Mike
Wright.
Michael Wright
It
for
says
2.
he's on the other team.
Oh,
That's why.
to Joe.
Yeah.
There were a couple switches. So Ahmad Hassan, who was on the Northwest team at first, he's now in the Southeast to kind of balance out the roster.
Okay.
Chase Mitchell is now on the Northwest team.
Here's Shapiro. Shapiro is one of the best three-pointing shooters in Montgomery County. This time he takes it in using the body, getting the 2, and then and 1 for Shapiro. What do you see at him? He can kind of do it all. How do you defend a player like that?
Shapiro?
Yeah.
Man, you got to try to take away something from him. And like you said, he's one of the best three-point shooters in the county this year throughout his career. But you try to kind of lend yourself to the percentages. You make the shots as difficult as you can. But as we learned, unfortunately, earlier in the season, or actually down the stretch of the season, that sometimes, shooters shoot, they get hot.
Up ahead, the three-pointer doesn't work. And now in transition, here they come up the wing, but it's taken away. Great defensive play by Kennedy's.
Was that Mike Wright? Mike Wright?
Yeah.
Mike Wright or Bryce Freeman? It's like, and just looking down the roster too of the Southeast squad, Bakar Boo out of Blair, Jonah Wordleave out of Magruder, a lot of firepower there. I'm looking forward to seeing them on the floor as well.
Talk about Mike Wright, put up that three-pointer. His size, he's 6'6", but he still likes to throw the rock from beyond the arc.
You can still knock it down from outside. And, we were fortunate enough to come away with a win against Kennedy this year, but Mike Wright had an amazing an outstanding game against us. So.
Yeah, one of the best players in the county, and he was a big reason why Kennedy went so far. Here's Shapiro, nobody around him.
With the reverse leg.
Zedek.
There we go.
Now Boogie for 3, well downtown.
Good shot.
Saw that a lot at Richard Montgomery's high school on Rockville Pike.
Yep. He's one that's been following the footsteps of his father and charting his own path.
His father, a security guard at Army. He was my security guard when I was at Richard Montgomery.
Yes, and I hated playing against him when I was he's a little bit older than me, but I hated playing against him.
I talk about those prime eras, that 2000 to 2004. Boogie again. That's how players with nicknames usually get the job done. That's why he's got a nickname.
You got to.
Two-pointer doesn't fall and rebounded. 2 Kennedy players bring it out of the backcourt. Got experience playing with each other all 4 years. Boogie wants a triple hat trick. That one won't fall. But he's feeling hot.
Heat check there.
Like a rocket from downtown.
That's okay. As many 20-point, 30-point games as he's put up there in his career, 1,500 plus. He's allowed those.
Zedek, a turnaround, really using the body, kicked it back out. The three-pointer passed on. Zedek found it in his hands. Three-pointer won't fall.
There you go, Mike Wright out to Bryce Freeman. Good
Freeman
spin.
in through 2, and he's got it. Oh, yeah, he might be a little undersized, but he took advantage of that. He slipped through the cracks.
Nice move from Bryce Freeman.
Freeman is one of the quickest guards in the county, one of the more physical guards in the county as well for his size as well. So
now we got a mass substitution. Guys can take a water break, sit down.
Thompson with the layup.
I imagine it's going to be a long, when the PA announcer announces the substitution, it might take a little while. We got all 5 guys for each team coming in.
just bear with us.
Nice little water break, right?
Yeah, right.
Next year we'll get advertising sponsors.
That's what. Yeah,
That's the- you know?
Look at the little ticker on the bottom too.
To announce the scores. So we're thinking about the championship game now. I don't know if you got to attend that game or watch that game, but Blake and Whitman, two powerhouses clashing in Baltimore. I mean, can't get better than that.
Oh no! Watch the game, and like you said, it was. I played them both teams this year, so I knew it was going to be a freaking slug it out game. It was incredible to watch both teams just go at it and try to use their strengths on each other, and Blake, able to really kind of bear it down, and Taj Martin, big star in that game, as he enabled Blake to really kind of stretch it out and win that one.
He was a switch. Looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. And now going around is
That's Emmanuel Chuckway to Tim Bird from BCC.
or underneath. I talk about his athleticism. I mean, that guy can move up, around, in, underneath. Heavy defense. No foul called. But they're playing. They're letting them play in the All-Star game. The other way. There's your guy.
Attaboy.
You teach him that?
No, I taught him everything else.
That was all you.
Everything else. That's me. That's all me. No, he's been amazing. 2-year captain. He's got some opportunities coming up here, so we'll see where he lands. And even better, great young man, great academically. He's got a bright future.
Where did you find his trust this year, you think? Where did you find trust in him to be a captain? Where do you see that?
It started last year. It started in the offseason. He was one of the guys that were getting guys in the weight room and on the track. And, that's where it starts with me. If you're doing the stuff in the offseason with the guys or whatnot, then...
Tim Bird just hit that shot. Tim Bird is he is 6'3". He's a guard and a forward. Looks physical, but he can hit the three-pointer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's definitely a bomber from BCC.
He's got the athleticism. I've been around WCAC players. I've been around DeMatha players. I see a similar type of athleticism in that guy. Going around a turn back. Long three-pointer. Cash. How about the three-pointers from
Dante Payne.
Northwest team in general? Payne, Boogie.
Yeah.
They like hanging out downtown. Long three-pointer to respond. He's got it.
3-pointer for Emmanuel Chuckway.
Chuckawara getting it done for Poolesville. Poolesville out there in the farm, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Montgomery County's so diverse within its. You got Bethesda City, Rockville Cities, then you got Poolesville.
Did a great job this season winning the MCPS North Division.
Oh, they're good. And you want to talk about another team that's very good. How about Magruder? And that Magruder team, 3A.
Christian Walker.
3A runner-ups. Scores 23-14 in favor of Northwest.
Yeah, as they ran roughshod through two of Howard County's best teams early on in the playoffs.
Do you like hearing that Northwest is leading? Is that good? As a Northwest head coach, you like hearing those words, I guess?
Well, I mean, I helped put the teams together, so I'm going to make that work.
Awesome. You made sure it was even, for sure.
Had to be.
Yeah, and you can see it too. I mean, these players, it's a close game. They're running back and forth. A lot of defense, a lot of intensity is up and around. That one doesn't fall. That'll end our first quarter.
Score 25-19. The Southeast squad leads it.
So who stood out so far for you?
At the end of the first quarter, 25-19.
I think right out of the gate, Boogie from way downtown, knocking down two threes from almost NBA range, NCAA range. So an omen of things to come, maybe.
Yeah. Absolutely. 25-14. CJ, it's been a pleasure. I've known you for about a year and a half now. And just to see the talent that we have, not just in the DMV. And I'm writing an article about the PVAC actually too. But the talent in this area, to just see all of this. I mean, I can imagine growing up around it and just seeing it all is wonderful.
Oh no, that's outstanding. And honestly, the talent's been here for a while. My senior year, unfortunately in the playoffs, we lost to in the region finals. We lost to a team, South Carroll, who had a big 6'10" in the middle named Josh Boone. We went toe to toe with the future UConn Husky, and But our guys, our teams here in this area have always been good. Have always been solid. Have always had players that go on to play on the next level.
Speaking of next level, you played in a fair share of countries abroad.
Yes.
There's a good steal by Hassan. He's got that defense. I talked to him. He's Mr. Hustle for Churchill.
Yeah, he's a do-it-all guy for them.
I interviewed him after the playoff loss to Churchill, and even his composure. He just said he loved playing. He played for his seniors. He played for his team. The Bulldogs really meant everything to him.
He works hard. We got to play them last year and came out on top, but it was hard fought, and he was one of the reasons why it was so hard fought there at their place.
I love about public school is no player has a set extreme talent. They're all just very talented, all like well-rounded, right? You watch the WCAC schools, one player's amazing, it's at one thing, but everybody's so well-rounded in MCPS.
Well, and I think that's a tribute to the coaching that's in the county as well. A lot of experience on all levels.
Yeah.
Whether it's state championship coach over here, Brandon Howell, or coach of the year, DJ Dubushani. There's and Dan Harwood at Magruder, who's been coaching since I was a player at Northwest, and Chris Lunn, who's been to 3 state championships with his Whitman squads. The coaching in the county is outstanding.
It absolutely is, and what you also see in public, this county is hustle. Alley-oop, try, layup, that doesn't fall. By the way, don't look now, it's only 25-22. Turning around the other way back, a 3-point try, it doesn't hit.
All it takes is a couple here.
Ooh, good turnaround move, they can't finish. Chaotic basketball, we love to see it. All the way, a touchdown Hail Mary pass through the hands. And now out beyond the key, they look for it. Good hook pass to the Wooten kid, and he's got the easy 2. Nice little jump shot, Chase Mitchell.
Chase Mitchell is a Stevenson commit, so he'll be playing out in Owens Mills, Maryland next year.
Steve, that's a good basketball team. Yeah, that's a good basketball team.
He's going to do well under Coach Jack Boers of formerly of Catholic University.
Look at that, they're almost double teaming. A turnaround 3-point try. A lot of 3-pointers from this Northwest team. Again outside. 24 on the shot clock was blocked and turned all the way around. Up for the 2.
There's Jaden Thompson from Damascus.
Jaden
gives the guest the lead for Damascus. Jaden Thompson, Damascus Swarming Hornets. Like that, I like the teams that have the 2 names, like your former Screaming Eagles.
Oh man,
those are always really fun.
I got to deal with them every year.
Playing kids that you coach, I mean, I can imagine there's some interesting kind of feelings there when you play against.
Oh, it's great. I love seeing the growth in those guys, and those guys, the competitor, and want to stick it to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way, and I love seeing them play, hard as they can. And
you were there when they just opened the new building.
Yes.
That must have been fun, like a exciting time.
It was outstanding. I mean, the gym is top notch. The old one had character or whatnot, but as a former Northwest Jaguar, it was a different kind of special to put the old building to bed and really bring in that new one.
There is a kind of like a Cole Fieldhouse remnant. There's it lives in our memory like Cole Fieldhouse, where there's that legendary status to
That's
it.
it, yeah.
As a Maryland, so much power.
He's got to get used to the looser rims.
Hey, Bully's come. Bully claim that to Bully.
Got to get used to the looser rims. And, in the high school, it's not. Duncan goes on, but it's not a lot. So those rims are super tight in the schools. But here, the MC Rockville, the guys freaking are.
It's good to learn it now and not when you're playing on the street ball at 28 and you go up for a hoop and then you tear whatever. It's good to do when you're 17 years old.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I get that fall. I'm done for the
2 to 4 weeks.
2 to 4 weeks. Ambulance got me.
Kick back out, long 3, off balance. A rebound now. We were just talking about Tim Bird. Bird kicked it out. 3-pointer doesn't hit, but a rebound now. Chikora out to Bird again, who wants the 3-pointer. He's hungry.
He'll get hot soon. He'll get hot.
He can fly like an eagle. I was listening. I was listening to that song before we started. One of my favorite songs, Space Jam.
Oh man, absolute classic.
Chikora looking around the screen, can't find an opening. Good little putback. Bird using his physical arm strength. Good spin move. That's what I'm talking about. That's kind of that athleticism that you don't see a lot out of these kids.
It's the versatility, not limiting themselves to one skill set. You know, a coach sometimes will tell a player, "Oh, you're a guard, you're a forward." No, do it all.
Tell you what. And I'm sure you know this as a former European player. In Europe, it's much different. There's kind of a different mindset.
Oh, absolutely. They're more team oriented. Fill the gaps, what's needed, what the team needs to be successul. And
as a coach, do you want more of the European mindset than the American mindset from your players?
Me personally, absolutely. Like I love a kid like Jalen Watara who will do the things that a team needs. He averaged over 10 points a game this year. He also averaged 5.4 rebounds a game. He averaged 2.9 steals per game this year. So as a kid that would do a little bit of everything for us that we need.
As they say in Europe, die for the badge.
Exactly.
Yeah. Long 3-pointer in the corner. A little bit of a hop, but a rebound by Shapiro. And now a whistle.
3 for 30. Foul of the game.
Imagine you got good company in the crowd, seeing friends, fellow faces.
This is yeah. You know, we've got just walked in over there. This is Marcus Stubbs, a fellow 1,000 point scorer at Northwest High School. Had a great career at Marymount University. So,
number right up there in the rafters with yours.
Oh, he's man. You can shoot it better than I could at Northwest. I had to do it other ways, but.
This is always a fun reunion, the senior all-star game.
Well, the alumni are at all these schools, at all of our schools, are outstanding.
Speaking of outstanding, it's Michael Wright, who comes in from the paint and just kind of hooks it in the rim.
Yeah, he can get up, man. He can get up in a hurry.
Here's Bird. Bird kicked it one more time back out. They're going to give him some space now. Limitation, long, mid-range, too. It's easy.
Christian Walker transferred back to Walter Johnson after a year at St. John's Catholic Prep.
Walter Johnson, Wildcats, just like your... It's like Cats, like your Northwestern team.
And they had a great year under former Jaguar coach Chase Reeder, so...
You do see so much intertwining of these schools, long turnaround too. Michael Wright, he's been a standout guy now. We were talking about Boogie for Northwest, but Michael Wright is just getting it done.
He can do a little bit of everything. And that's what you need to at that size as well. He's going to be really successful on the next level.
He's a guy that can maybe guard Baba. He's a guy that if you I know Baba's not playing today.
And there's Jalen O'Tara with a steal in the bucket
too. But he's certainly a name. I mean, he's not the only name in the MCPS senior class, I think.
No, not at all. Not at all. But he's definitely a guy that could do it different ways physically. He's quick. He can get up on the rim.
Yeah, I as a Maryland fan, I am excited for him. Here comes Walker, and he just flies through the air with the greatest of ease. Walker, look at that. He's got 2 different shoes on. He's got a green and he's got a pink.
That's just I've learned not to ask questions.
What was the shoe game like back in your day? Dang, your buzzer beater.
Bryce Freeman at the buzzer.
Our team shoe was the flight posits. When they first came out. So
back in my day, I guess, is the talk.
Halftime, 40-37. Northwest leading Southeast.